All right, let's dive into a mystery that kicks us on what seems like a totally normal, peaceful morning and, well, spirals into a complete magical disappearance. This is all about what happens when your mentor just vanishes.
Seriously, think about it for a second. 1 minute, everything's fine, and the next, the person you look up to is gone, and all you have to go on is this bizarre, cryptic list of things to do. That is exactly the situation our main character is about to find herself in.
So, our story centers on a character named Rose. She and her colleague, Mossbeard, have just finished this huge project for the town. You know that feeling of relief when a massive job is finally done? That's where we start.
And this wasn't just some small task, you know? They just finished setting up a whole public portal network all over town. We're talking connecting the library, the theater, you name it. The work is finally, actually 100% finished. Huge weight off their shoulders.
So, what's next for Rose after all that hard work? Something simple. A quiet morning, maybe a good cup of coffee, and just a chance to get back to her own writing. It's the perfect picture of normal, which, is always when things are about to go completely sideways. And just as she's settling in, bam, a message comes through. It's her boss, a guy named Sparky, and he wants to see her. Right now. And not in the shop where they usually meet, but up in his personal library in the tower. The much more serious, formal setting. When Rose gets there, whoa, something is way off. I mean, this is a guy who literally built a private portal system just so he wouldn't have to walk between his favorite bakery and his shop. He hates walking. And here he is, decked out in full-on hiking gear, boots, cape, staff. The description in the source is just perfect. A skinny Gandalf cosplay. And then he just drops this bombshell on her. He's leaving. Like right now. No heads up, no real explanation, just this vague, very important research expedition. And just like that, Rose is in charge of, well, everything. But it's not just a simple, hey, watch the shop for me. Oh no. Sparky leaves behind a very specific and honestly a very strange list of instructions for her to follow while he's gone. Okay, so let's break this down. First one, look after the store and tower. Got it. Easy enough. Second, no more civic projects. Kind of weird since they just finished one, but okay. Third, teach the apprentice, Opal, some stuff. Standard. But it's that fourth one. That's the big red flag. He wants Opal to start a writing routine where she builds up to 9 pages a day. That's not a be back next Tuesday kind of plan, right? That's a long-term project. Which is exactly what Rose asks. And honestly, it's what we're all thinking too. This list implies he's going to be gone for a long time. What is happening here? And his answer? Well, it's not an answer at all, is it? It's so evasive, so cryptic. He calls his disappearing act seizing an opportunity. This is a huge clue. It tells us this wasn't some long-planned trip. This was a reaction to something.
So the situation is already super weird. But believe me, it is about to get a whole lot weirder. Because literally moments after Sparky poofs, a total stranger walks into the bookstore. Rose sees the guy looking around, and she figures, okay, another customer for the new portals. Simple enough. But nope, this man, Archon Votri, he's not looking for a portal. He's looking for Sparky. Get this, Arjun tells her he's been hunting Sparky for years, but he could never find him because his magic was always blocked. But then, just 10 days ago, his locate spell suddenly started working. It pointed him right here. And now, at the exact moment he arrives, Sparky is gone and the spell is dead again. The timing, it's just not a coincidence. It's impossible. Okay, so let's put ourselves in Rose's shoes for a second. You've got these two totally bizarre things that just happened. Your boss vanishes dressed for a hike, and a man who's been hunting him for years shows up minutes later. Her mind is understandably racing, trying to connect the dots. Okay, clue number 1, Sparky. The guy who built a portal to avoid walking a block is suddenly dressed like he's about to hike Mount Doom. It just doesn't add up with anything she knows about him. That's the first thread she starts pulling. And then, clue number 2, the timing. You just can't make this stuff up. Sparky vanishes just as his hunter finally tracks him down. The chances of that being random are like 0. It has to be connected. So, Rose does what any smart magic user would do. She decides to check this guy's story.
She's a powerful magic user. She can run her own locate spell. If Sparky's out there, she should be able to find him.
And she tries everything. His nickname? Nothing. His full name? Nope. Throws his title in there? Still nothing. Every single search comes back blank. It's like he's been wiped off the magical map. Sparky hasn't just left. He's completely, magically untraceable.
So it all comes down to this one huge question. Did Sparky know Arjun was getting close? Was that 10-day window when he was magically visible some kind of warning sign? Did he run the second he knew his hunter was at the gates?
And that's when a line from her friend's favorite mystery novels pops into her head, and it says everything. I don't believe in coincidences. These two events, Sparky leaving and Arjun arriving, they are absolutely connected. There's no other way to explain it.
And that's where we're left. What was this opportunity Sparky was talking about? Was it just a chance to run, or is there something even bigger going on? And maybe, more importantly, what's a guy who's been hunting someone for years going to do now that his target has slipped right through his fingers? The mystery, my friends, is only just getting started.